Our bodies are incredible machines, constantly working to keep us healthy and energized. Yet, for many, the seemingly impossible task of shedding stubborn belly fat becomes a source of endless frustration. You've walked, you've meticulously tracked your diet, but that deep inner abdominal fat just refuses to disappear. It's a common experience, but here's a crucial truth many miss. That unyielding midsection isn't merely soft, pinchable fat. It's a far more dangerous entity known as visceral fat. This isn't just about aesthetics, it's a silent ticking time bomb within your body, actively fueling inflammation, enshrouding your vital organs, and dramatically escalating your risk of serious health conditions such as heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and even cognitive decline as you age. It represents a profound metabolic crisis that demands our attention. But what if the genuine solution isn't yet another complex diet regimen or more strenuous exercise routines? What if you could activate your body's innate fat-burning capabilities with a remarkably simple, all-natural drink consumed nightly just before you drift off to sleep? Dr. Pradip Jamnadas, an interventional cardiologist with over 30 years of experience and a keen interest in preventative health, emphasizes that understanding the science of longevity is paramount. Today, we're going to uncover the precise mechanisms behind this insidious deep fat and reveal how this transformative nightly beverage can reprogram your metabolism to effectively melt it away while you enjoy your deepest, most restorative rest. For years, perhaps even decades, you've been subjected to the same simplistic narrative: eat less, move more. It sounds straightforward, a simple equation of calories in versus calories out. And, diligently, you've followed this advice. You've tried countless diets, logged countless steps, joined gyms, opted for salads over indulgent meals, and bypassed desserts. Yet, that stubborn fat, particularly the deep-seated fat around your belly, has remained, clinging on as if possessing a will of its own. In a profound way, it does. If you found yourself caught in this frustrating battle, understand that it's not a reflection of personal failure or a lack of willpower. Rather, it signifies a fundamental misunderstanding of the true adversary. You've been directing your efforts against the wrong enemy with ineffective strategies. The reason these conventional methods often fail to address this dangerous type of fat is because our perspective on it has been entirely skewed. We must move beyond viewing visceral fat as merely a soft, passive layer of insulation. It is anything but. Imagine visceral fat not as a benign cushion, but as a newly grown, unwelcome organ positioned right at the core of your body. Unlike your heart or lungs, this organ does not work for you. It actively works against you. It functions as a toxic rogue factory, relentlessly pumping a harmful cocktail of inflammatory chemicals and stress hormones into your bloodstream day and night. These aren't just random substances. They are potent messengers of disease, orchestrating a state of chronic low-grade inflammation throughout your entire system. This isn't the acute inflammation you experience from a sprained ankle. It's a silent, invisible, yet incredibly destructive process that gradually damages your blood vessels, joints, and other vital organs. But the malevolent influence of this toxic organ doesn't stop there. One of its primary outputs is cortisol, the body's main stress hormone. While cortisol is essential for healthy bodily functions, helping you awaken and providing bursts of energy in fight or flight scenarios, the constant overproduction from visceral fat bathes your body in a perpetual state of emergency. Your system remains on high alert, creating a truly vicious, heartbreaking cycle. Your brain, perceiving this relentless emergency signal from elevated cortisol levels, reacts precisely as it's programmed to during a crisis. It seeks to protect you. And how does it achieve this? By instructing your body to store energy, to hoard reserves for the perceived famine or danger lurking just around the corner. The most readily accessible location for this emergency energy storage, you guessed it, right there, nestled around your vital organs as more visceral fat. Thus, the very stress generated by visceral fat compels your body to accumulate more visceral fat. The problem itself becomes the body's misguided solution in its panicked and confused state, creating a feedback loop from which it struggles to escape. The more stress you endure, the more belly fat your body tends to store. This belly fat, in turn, amplifies stress signals, accelerating the cycle, often completely irrespective of your caloric intake. And this profound connection is vital for anyone who has meticulously practiced intermittent fasting or diligently managed blood sugar issues, only to be met with frustratingly stagnant results. You might be doing everything right, fasting for 16, even 18 hours, carefully monitoring your carbohydrate intake, and eating impeccably clean. Yet, the scale barely budges, and that persistent ring of fat around your middle stubbornly endures. It's maddening, leaving you feeling betrayed by your own body. But your body hasn't betrayed you. It's simply trapped within a hormonal prison. Its biological signals and hormones are scrambled, and its fundamental energy processes are completely out of sync. It's akin to attempting to fuel a car with a broken engine. Regardless of how little you eat, the persistent high cortisol and chronic inflammation are constantly screaming at your body, hold on to the fat, store it, we are in danger. Until you interrupt this relentless cycle, until you quiet those overwhelming hormonal screams, no diet in the world will persuade your body to release that entrenched fat. You must first heal the signal before you can repair the entire system. So, how do we finally break this destructive cycle? How do we transmit a new signal, one of safety, calm, and stability, that empowers your body to finally unlock those stubborn fat stores? The answer doesn't lie in self-deprivation, it lies in collaborating with your body's inherent rhythms. It happens most powerfully while you sleep. There are two absolute, non-negotiable pillars to initiating this transformative process. Firstly, we must prioritize and optimize your sleep. We often mistakenly view sleep as a passive state, a mere shutdown of bodily functions. Nothing could be further from the truth. When you enter the profound stages of deep sleep, your body isn't powering down. It's embarking on its most critical repair and regeneration work. Your brain undergoes essential cleansing, your tissues meticulously repair themselves, and most importantly for our discussion, your body orchestrates the release of a powerful cascade of hormones. For instance, human growth hormone, HGH, is released in pulses during deep sleep. While often associated with growth in children, in adults, HGH acts as a master repair and fat-burning hormone, literally instructing your body to draw energy from your fat cells to fuel crucial overnight repair processes. Your body once again interprets this as a message of danger and crisis, and, reverting to its protective instincts, it locks down your fat cells, holding tightly onto that visceral fat, stubbornly refusing to release it. This connection becomes profoundly significant as we age. For anyone over the age of 60, this insight could be one of the most vital pieces of information you encounter today. The natural shifts in sleep architecture that accompany aging, the tendency to sleep more lightly and wake more frequently, are not merely minor inconveniences. They are primary drivers of age-related weight gain, particularly around the abdomen. Therefore, addressing sleep quality isn't a luxury. It is the fundamental cornerstone for reversing this detrimental process. The second foundational pillar in this journey is the often unsung hero, your liver. Envision your liver as the bustling main factory within your body's intricate city. It performs hundreds of essential tasks, ranging from detoxification to nutrient storage. However, one of its most critical responsibilities is serving as the primary site of fat metabolism. Your liver is where fat is meticulously processed, packaged, and dispatched to be utilized as energy. It is the vigilant foreman of your entire fat-burning crew. But what happens to a factory that is perpetually overwhelmed? What occurs when an incessant influx of raw materials floods in day after day without any respite? It becomes clogged, its machinery grinds to a halt, and its diligent workers become utterly exhausted. This is precisely what has happened to the livers of so many individuals today. Years of consuming processed foods, refined sugars, alcohol, and various medications have besieged this vital organ. The liver becomes so consumed with processing this constant onslaught of toxins and excess sugar that it can no longer perform its other crucial duties effectively. Its fat processing assembly line becomes severely backed up. And when this factory experiences such a severe backlog, where does all that unprocessed fat accumulate? It cannot simply vanish. The liver begins to store it, initially within itself, leading to conditions like non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Then, once it can no longer contain any more, it begins depositing this fat in the most convenient location possible, right there, encircling itself within your abdomen as visceral fat. Consequently, when we speak of a slow metabolism, what we are often truly describing is a tired, overwhelmed, and sluggish liver. To compel your body to burn fat efficiently, especially throughout the night, you must actively support this critical factory. You must equip the foreman and the night crew with the essential tools they need to perform their job, effectively helping them clean house. The special nightly drink we are about to reveal does far more than merely offer a gentle nudge to your metabolism. Its most profound and powerful function is to bolster your liver's natural overnight detoxification and cleansing processes, thereby enabling it to finally return to its most crucial role, efficiently burning fat. Now that we possess a clear understanding of the enemy and the battlefield, it's time to devise our strategy. This begins with understanding what not to do. Before we even discuss what to drink, we must purge our cabinets of the very things that are sabotaging our efforts. You might be surprised to discover that some beverages you've been led to believe are healthy, particularly before bedtime, are actually slamming the brakes on your body's natural fat-burning engine. Let's examine these seemingly innocent nighttime drinks that are causing more harm than good. First on the list is the classic remedy for sleeplessness, a warm glass of milk. It evokes a sense of comfort and wholesomeness, a tradition passed down by our mothers and grandmothers. However, from a hormonal perspective, it can be a significant setback for fat loss. Milk contains a natural sugar called lactose. When you consume milk, the lactose enters your system, causing your blood sugar to rise. While not as dramatic a spike as a sugary soda, it's sufficient to trigger a response. In reaction to any increase in blood sugar, your pancreas releases insulin. Insulin acts as a key, and it's the key that locks your fat cells. When insulin is present in your bloodstream, fat burning becomes biologically impossible. It is simply turned off. The presence of insulin directly signals your body to cease burning fat and to commence storing it. So that comforting glass of milk consumed right before bed is literally locking the doors to your fat stores at the very time you want them wide open. Next up is fruit juice. Many people believe it's natural, derived from fruit, and therefore inherently healthy. Perhaps enjoying a small glass of orange or apple juice in the evening. This can be even worse than milk. Fruit juice is a highly concentrated source of a sugar called fructose. Fructose is metabolized differently from other sugars. It heads straight to your liver. When you inundate your liver with a blast of fructose just before bed, you are assigning that already overworked factory an impossible task. The liver cannot process all that fructose at once, so it does the only thing it can. It converts it directly into fat, specifically triglycerides. You are essentially commanding your body to divert all its energy towards creating and storing new fat, precisely at the moment it should be focused on burning existing fat and repairing your body. Finally, and perhaps the most common culprit, is alcohol. A glass of wine or a bottle of beer to unwind and relax before sleep is a widespread habit. While it might induce a feeling of drowsiness, alcohol is a potent toxin to your system. And your liver immediately recognizes this. When alcohol enters your bloodstream, your liver drops virtually everything else it's doing. all other metabolic processes are put on hold, fat burning is halted, and sugar regulation is suspended. The liver's absolute top priority becomes detoxification. It must eliminate this poison from your system. Therefore, for the hours that your liver is occupied with processing that alcohol, your body's ability to utilize fat for fuel is completely shut down. It doesn't just pause fat burning, it actively prevents it. You are effectively sacrificing your prime fat burning window to the urgent task of detoxification. The profound lesson here is clear. To achieve our goal, we must provide the body with nutrients that assist the nighttime fat loss process, not substances that actively obstruct it. Your body is willing to do the work. We simply need to stop getting in its way. So, what is the transformative alternative? What can we drink that transmits the right signal? A signal of calm, stability, and gentle activation. The answer doesn't involve expensive, complicated powders or obscure ingredients. It's a simple, potent, and ancient combination of 3 ingredients you likely already have in your kitchen. This synergistic blend works harmoniously to create the optimal hormonal environment for efficient nighttime fat burning. Let's delve into each component. The first essential ingredient is Ceylon cinnamon, which we can consider the master insulin regulator. For centuries, cinnamon has been cherished not only as a spice, but also for its profound medicinal properties. Modern science now elucidates precisely why. Ceylon cinnamon exhibits a remarkable ability to help stabilize blood sugar levels and, critically, enhance your body's sensitivity to insulin. This is absolutely pivotal. Recall how insulin resistance forms a core part of that vicious cycle where your cells become deaf to insulin signal, forcing your body to produce ever-increasing amounts of it. Ceylon cinnamon helps to resensitize those cells, effectively clearing their ears so they can once again perceive even a whisper of insulin, meaning your body doesn't have to scream. By promoting stable blood sugar and reducing insulin resistance overnight, Ceylon cinnamon helps to keep that fat cell locking hormone, insulin, low and quiet. It also possesses a mild thermogenic effect, subtly increasing your body's heat production, which is an indicator of an elevated metabolic rate. However, it's crucial to understand that not all cinnamon is created equal. The common variety found in most stores is cassia cinnamon, which contains higher levels of a compound called coumarin. In large doses, coumarin can be taxing on the liver. For therapeutic purposes, the gold standard is Ceylon cinnamon, often referred to as true cinnamon. It is lighter in color, possesses a more delicate flavor, and is considerably safer for regular, long-term use. Consider this. During sleep, your body is diligently delivering oxygen and nutrients to trillions of cells for repair and regeneration. Robust circulation is absolutely essential for this intricate process. By gently boosting blood flow, ginger ensures that your cells are optimally nourished and that waste products are efficiently removed, thereby fostering a superior internal environment for all the crucial repair and fat-burning processes to occur. The combined effect of Ceylon cinnamon and ginger creates a beautiful, gentle, warming sensation throughout the body, stimulating your metabolism just enough without introducing any stimulants that could disrupt your precious sleep. The third and final powerhouse ingredient is apple cider vinegar, ACV, which we'll refer to as the metabolic flexibility agent. Apple cider vinegar has achieved immense popularity, and for very good reason. However, it's critical to understand how it truly works in this context. Like cinnamon, ACV is remarkably effective at lowering blood sugar responses and significantly improving insulin sensitivity. But its most paramount role within this powerful trio is its profound effect on the liver and on metabolic switching. To unlock the full spectrum of its benefits, you absolutely must use raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar that conspicuously contains what is known as the mother. That cloudy, somewhat stringy sediment you observe at the bottom of the bottle is where the true magic resides. It's a complex matrix of beneficial bacteria, enzymes, and proteins that perform the heavy lifting, ACV actively assists your liver in its natural detoxification processes, and most importantly, it helps your body cultivate greater metabolic flexibility. Metabolic flexibility is a term everyone should become familiar with. It denotes your body's inherent ability to efficiently switch between fuel sources, adeptly burning carbohydrates when you consume them, and seamlessly transitioning to burning fat when you're not eating. As we age, and particularly if we contend with insulin resistance, our bodies often lose this crucial flexibility. We become highly efficient at burning sugar, but remarkably inefficient at burning fat, becoming metabolically stuck. This ACV mixture, especially when consumed in a fasted state just before bed, acts as a profound guide. It helps your body execute that critical switch from relying on sugar for fuel to effectively utilizing your own stored body fat for energy. It gently nudges your metabolic machinery, retraining it how to access and burn fat. For an aging body that desperately needs this support, this isn't just a minor boost. It's akin to engaging a dedicated metabolic coach to retrain your entire system every single night. This is the intricate mechanism that renders this simple combination so profoundly effective. So, there you have it. Ceylon cinnamon to regulate blood sugar and enhance insulin sensitivity, ginger to quell inflammation and boost circulation, and raw unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother to support liver detoxification and foster metabolic flexibility. This powerful nightly elixir is your key to unlocking your body's natural fat-burning potential while you sleep, finally addressing that stubborn visceral fat and paving the way for a healthier, more vibrant you.